There's something about getting close to the end that's so fun, but it's almost like harder, I swear, than
Yeah,
like
for
writing,
sure it
'cause it gets
is.
way more nitpicky, and it's like, okay, this could be like what people actually hear, and it's
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
It's
all
more
that, like, I
tedious.
totally know what you mean, but it's like the final things. It's like now you have to do these things because it's gonna be released. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when it's just we're just putting it together, like, oh, we're like having fun with it, or like we're like, oh, we're gonna go into this like garage type ending, like let's try it out. But then like now it's like, okay, it's happening, so now we have to like make sure this is perfect.
Yeah,
and it's gonna come out.
And it's almost like harder, I find, at this stage than writing it. Like quieter, so it's not so much like the main event. It's kind of like blended almost with the instruments, I'm thinking.
Okay, I like that. Let's try that out.
I feel like my thing is like I'm so used to the other one you sent me. Like I listened to it so many times.
Really?
And now
Did you listen to this one a lot?
No, not as many. It's too like overwhelming with the vocals, but then I also agree that it feels empty without. So it's like, what's
I know.
what's
Okay,
the
well let's try it
happy
lower
medium?
like this. Let's see.
Okay.
Give me your other notes for this.
The confident. I was wondering if we had any other takes.
Honestly, I don't think. Well, we might. But tell me, what is it about it that you don't like?
The harsh T. On the
Oh, that's it? Okay. Then I can just cut that out. Okay, so we would go like... Do you want it to stay in the filter until you say 100 days? Or you want to say, it's been about a grow to the vocals? You know what I mean? Do you want me to show you?
Yes, please.
I know, sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Like, how the heck do I explain this?
I know, I like the original.
You like the original? Okay.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite moments we've ever done in a song. So nice to always hear like what else it could be, so you never
For sure.
have to second guess the final choice.
Yeah, like if you hear options, you're like, okay, now it solidifies the fact that you like that one. Just that T?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't really like how harsh it is.
So then, well, let's just lower that.
Is there something you don't like? Because you said you thought it was something else. It makes me think.
I thought... I'm gonna tell you what I thought I would. I don't know why. It didn't like that. Like, I thought maybe you weren't gonna like the kind of like the performance of it.
Maybe
but
I don't.
I like the performance of it.
You do?
Yeah, I totally like it. I've liked it from the second that we recorded it.
Okay. Can it be even lower?
We can, yeah. Better, right? Like you don't hear it as much, but you can still hear it.
Because
Yeah.
the T before, it just sounded like I was a
Confident.
recording artist, like trying to enunciate. It's like, okay, we get it.
No, that's good. Other notes from this
For the whole song?
for the whole like anything in the song at all.
Oh, okay. So I have a note that like isn't really gonna be like English, but
Okay.
okay. So I feel like with this song, the chorus is so fucking good. When that second verse comes in, it's like, oh my god, this song slaps. Like this is so good.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if I feel like that when the first verse comes in. I don't know if it like grabs my attention as much as the rest of the song.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay, so what should we do?
I feel like I heard, like these are like kind of mixed, these vocals, right? Maybe I heard a different version. 'Cause I feel like that doesn't sound like what I heard.
Like
maybe I
you're
got
also
something-
listening on really good speakers.
True.
It really does make a difference. Like if people, do you ever listen like on your phone?
Like just out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like worst experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. But you
Let's
know
see if
what I
there's
meant,
something-
so I feel like you kind of agree.
Of the first verse?
Yeah. That just isn't as like, oh my god.
What can we do to it?
Because it definitely doesn't need a rise in intensity because we hated that. So it's not
yeah.
like, it doesn't need to like slap in terms of intensity. So it's like, what is it?
I'm gonna try to re-record it. I don't know. I wish I knew. It's not bad. It's really not bad.
But don't you feel like it's like a 99, not a 100?
I don't know. This might be like a terrible idea, but you never know if you don't try it. Maybe we do some like, I don't know. I don't know what we could do. Do you like the idea of the verse? Like, is it maybe just a like a performance thing?
Because you said you like the performance of it.
But if you don't, then that's the story.
Maybe that's what it has to be, because I don't really know what else it could be. I love like the production and everything that's going on.
Filter it in a way we can kind of, maybe let's give it a bit of space. Let's see if this is gonna help.
That's what's so tough about like me trying to give ideas, because sometimes like I don't know. You know what I mean?
But we can just like try out things and then be like, okay, yeah, that's working, that's not working, you know? Do you like that idea better?
Like something like that is cool, because then I feel like in the second verse my vocals feel more bare and it's like intense.
Yeah.
So it might be kind of cool to have like a more spacious feeling.
Okay, we can
First
also You know what song is crazy on the album?
I just had a random idea, but maybe it's also like like it needs like a slight like background hum or something. Like maybe it's just like I find the words like startling to jump into. Like maybe it needs like more of a
That's actually
translation.
very like on point.
Yay.
Yeah. Do you hear what's going on?
No.
Oh, okay, sit here. Sit in the middle. It starts like wide. Yeah, you can do a hum. Sometimes like a trick is like people do kind of like reverse delay throws. I'll show you what that means. Like people kind of do that a lot in like hip hop where they do these dubs into it.
I feel like that blends it way nicer. How subtle it is too.
Helpful to know what you're not feeling, so then I can take that and be like, okay, as a listener, as someone who's not a producer, what am I trying to say by this? You know what I mean?
Now I feel like the only thing I need to get set on is dance break. Other than that, I'm really happy with everything.
Okay, let's do the dance break one more time. Alright, say that one more time.
That like background synth, like, that's like...
Okay, yeah.
Could that be turned down a little bit?
This one? Let's see, let's figure out. Okay.
Sick.
Are you fine with that?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that now, I think.
I like that.
Yeah, because even when we listen to that back, because because I feel like you made it, it's easier for you to hear like what's been added and what's not.
That's
for me,
true,
I've just heard a file.
That's a good point.
And I don't know what's different. Yeah. So it's like easier for me to see it, to hear the differences.
Yeah,
really
and we can
kind
of pick it apart. They're not that different. That's true.
No,
but I actually really do like the first part without it. If you like the idea that it's just kind of like the switch up, and that's what to focus on, then the vocals are distracting, and I agree.
So when we listened back to that other file, it does sound like pretty bare. Like, since you've added this, like it definitely sounds more full and like alive.
For sure. I think so. Like I think it sounds more like a demo, the other one.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that we can't get something that's close to it or like have that for a second. I'm glad that we're down to kind of like grow it a little bit in the second part.